I'm just kind of curious in terms of upcoming technology. I mean, I was talking with Mel's studio over in Montreal. They've got the biggest Canadian virtual production soundstage right now, and a lot of other different tech is popping up left and right. Like, I'm curious for you, like, is there any particular technology when it comes to filmmaking that
Real time.
real time?
Real time is everything, man. That for me was the big breakthrough on Mouse Guard, because we built a whole system in Unreal that would feed Weta essentially, right? And that was a challenge to get that all kind of working and stuff. But right as we were about to get that thing, it was like just tightening the thing. It was so good. We had like 3 or 4 people. That was all it took. Could do so much. If anyone saw that trailer that we made, that little sizzle trail that I kind of leaked out for a while and kind of took down, that was made with a very few people. I lit every one of those shots, built almost all of those worlds based on mega scans that are now free to use. It's stunning what you can do. I mean, the stuff that we were doing was like, this is already better than Saturday morning cartoons, and this is real time. I can sit there and say, okay, here's the shot and here's the light and here, tweak this. Okay, done. Let's call that a day. Send that to Weta. We're done. It's just amazing. It's freaking incredible. And so, yeah, real time for me, I am on this huge real time kick, and I've become real good friends with Epic and those guys. It's just supporting what they're trying to do to also support the kind of, content creation. And this collision that's coming, man, of games, interactive games, and real time kind of storytelling and filmmaking, I think it's gonna be a really exciting time. So like any visual effects artists right now in particular, they need to be learning on Unreal, or at least real time stuff in general. It's gonna be the future. I mean, it's absolutely. You see how fast you see the metahuman stuff. I mean, yeah, it's not there, but holy crap. It's like, it's amazing. Like, especially like the other demo they did with Unreal 5 coming out, the fact of all these kind of like, these are all like, what the world is going to look like in 5 years is going to be so exciting. And what it's going to do, I think it's going to happen in the series world first, and the TV world first, streaming, I guess. We're going to be able to do what I just talked about. We're going to be able to do things like go into this, I've got this particular project that is, no one would ever touch it in 1,000 years because it's so weird. It's basically like a Miyazaki thing or Star Wars kind of universe, coupled with like a John Hughes drama story, but it's like in the genre of Tremors. It's freaking bizarre. No one would touch that because it'd be too expensive. The visual world alone that I have is so huge, it's so big and unique, that there was no chance for me to make that. But now, with just a few people, small team, talented guys, can go in and make this thing even in Unreal, or if not, cut a lot of corners in Unreal that ultimately goes to live action. It's just going to open up the potential for all of us to do really cool, new, exciting things where there isn't a huge price tag involved that limits what you can do, right? So I think the world that's going to come in the next couple of years is going to be really exciting,
Yeah, I said Epic on the podcast the other day, actually, and like Teddy, who is running all the Megascan stuff, like, yeah, we go way back, when you're going to capture HDRI and, do all your surveying, measuring, everything else, it's like, why not just capture the entire set physically as well while you're there?
Yeah, we do that already anyway, right? On the big movies, right? Weta, they're on every set, they've scanned that thing to the millimeter, But here's my thing, here's what I like about it. Yeah, sure, they're gonna take all that and that huge, massive data cloud, our data file. I'm not messing with that thing. I can't touch it. They can on their side when they need it to kind of line up sets, and they use it for tracking, all kind of stuff. But exactly, the fact that I can go into Unreal now very quickly. Okay, so now the opportunity there is, hey guys, let's say I want to shoot a movie in New Zealand, and I don't have time to fly 12 hours over there and then 12 hours back. I got other things to do. Go out to this location, looks pretty cool. Shoot some photos. We've all seen that before. We do location scouting all the time with photos. That's fine. But you know what? I want to be able to see what my shots can be. I want to play around. Scan this thing like crazy. Send me over into Unreal. I get my cameras lined up. I start looking around. I already have my sets that I've already pre-designed. I drop them in where it might go, and I start, there it is. This is our location, guys. Okay, do the paperwork, start building. Here you go. And that is amazing that we could do something like that. you know what I mean? And use these tools to just efficiency, you know what I mean? Like we're beyond the point now of like, you know, oh my God, I've never seen that before. It just, we'll always have, I guess, some element of it, but I'm interested now in using these tools to like just lower the barrier of entry and shrink the team sizes to be, I don't know, just, you know, more potent essentially, you know, because I love it when I can talk to the artists. Yeah. You know, I don't want to like talk to like 5 different games of telephone to someone. I want to go to the artist I know is working on the shot and kind of just explain to him like what I'm thinking, like why I'm not feeling this. And that's going to be a lot more valuable to that person than hearing from 5 different ways. Oh, just move the thing to the left.
That's right.
No. Yeah, that's not the note. The note is I'm feeling like the balance is off. Mm-hmm. That might be thinking, oh, what if I just change the light? Oh, you solved it. Great. You know what I mean? Like, how do we get to that place where we can just really effectively communicate using these tools that we're using right now? You know, and all this pandemic has proved the kind of virtual workplace, I think, is totally feasible, you know? So I'm really interested in just that side of things. Whether that happens in the movies or series, I don't know yet, but I want to be on that cutting edge.
You know, like the whole run and gun mentality that is a huge disconnect when it gets in the post, and being able to get back to, you know, keeping it light and fast so you can just focus on creativity rather than you know, go to run.
It's really exciting. And like I said, like if you have, you know, experience on these tools, like, you know, Unreal is not that difficult to learn. Frankly, I wish a lot of 3D apps would take some of their cues on how to move around, WASD, all that stuff. It's like a great way to navigate a scene. But, you know, I can really quickly just find my stuff and I can, you know, it's anything that you can do as an artist, as a filmmaker, whatever it is, to get that ball down the field as close to the finish line as you can, you know, as quickly as possible. Well, then now you get to spend all your resources and all your time on those last 20 yards or 10 yards, rather than the usual thing of, you know, it's just a endless, awful cycle where you're just every inch, you're just, you know, bumbling your way towards the end there. I'm really interested in that, you know, really quick and dirty, you know, quick, fast, you know what I'm going for, make the choices, you know, learn from the mistakes, and then go in and spend all your time on just the perfection. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I love where things are going. I'm really excited in general with every aspect of filmmaking, and you're right. Like, I think it's in the last few years and in the next few years as well, it's really going to open up a lot of doors into how we do things compared to how they've been done in the past.
Yeah. If you're ever at a point when you're in real time, you just change the light and then boost up some stuff here. And I'm like, why can't I do this? And I mean, I know you kind of can, but it's just a different experience. And I just, you know, we're not far away where I know all those guys they're already playing in real time space. I know they are, but new artists coming into this industry should be aware that that's going to be quite a valuable skill set to have, you know, as they move into this world, you know.
Come a long way since Video Toaster and Lightwave, that's for sure.
That's right. Yeah, that's totally, man.